Nick, congratulations on the victory, man. I think that might have been the longest kick return of the season for you guys.
I don't know. If you take my penalty yards, it might not be.
Yeah, that's true. We won't mention that.
Yeah.
I mean, nice game for you guys defensively in the end. In the first half, it seemed like you guys were playing the bend but don't break kind of philosophy. I mean, was that successful for you?
I think we played well in the first half. We were put in a few bad situations, but I think we responded well to. Other times when they got rolling, we had trouble stopping them. We made some adjustments at halftime. We came out, and I think we dominated ever since the second half, pretty much. Other than that one drive, actually, where we were pretty tired. We probably thought we had it, pretty much sealed up. We let down our guard, and they took it to us. We'll learn from that.
Yeah. Well, what turned the momentum? Because it seemed like all of a sudden you guys just had it all.
Well, honestly, I think we had it. They weren't doing anything special on us. I think, they had a few big plays, and a team like this, they thrive on big plays. And we knew that coming in. So when they get some big plays, they're going to get some momentum. It deflated us. We knew we could hang with them. We knew we could play with them. We knew what they were running. We had checks. We adjusted stuff. And after we had the adjustments and calmed down and did what we were supposed to do, I think we succeeded and played it pretty tough.
Yeah, Burton DeConing was back in the starting lineup for this game, and there was one third down where he batted down a pass, and it was still kind of close.
Yeah.
I mean, how big was that play?
That was huge. That was exciting. They shifted to empty. And I saw it. Burton just made a nice play. Well, thank God, because I was open into the right, I was open to the field. He saw the quarterback, make his read, and he dove on it and was able to make a diving play. And it was big. It was exciting. It was a huge momentum builder to keep rolling.
Yeah, I'd have to double check the stats, but it's pretty close, if not another career high tackles for you in this game. It's got to be close, somewhere around there.
I talked to Eric. He said somewhere around the 20s, either 19 or 20.
Yeah. Anything in particular for you in this game that
not really. We knew what they were going to run. We knew they thrived on big plays. We had checks for everything they could run. They came out in a few formations we weren't ready for, but once we made adjustments to that, we were fine. We were just back to that old defense where everyone's swarming the ball. Everyone wanted to get hits. Everyone wanted to make the tackle, and that's what happens when you do that. We make big plays and we hold them.
Talk about the resolve of this team. You go down 17-7 and didn't sense a whole lot of panic on the sidelines.
No, like I said, I really felt good on the defense. I think like I said, they had big plays, but I think if you take away those big plays, we're right in it. So I knew we could play with them on defense. I knew our offense was going to pick up. So all it was calming our defense down, doing what we were responsible for doing, not trying to do too much. Everyone was doing what they had to do, making their calls and their checks. When we did that, we were fine.
How much confidence does this team carry into Montana next week?
Oh my gosh, this is huge. We knew, a couple weeks ago when we had to make a run at this, and we wanted to be considered serious contenders in the Big Sky for the championship. And right now we're making a run at it. We knew this was a championship game to us on the road. We got to win on the road, which we struggled with early on in the season. Right now we're picking up momentum. We're taking on Montana at our home, which is huge for us. We got the momentum. We got to keep this thing rolling. I'm stoked. I'm so excited, especially the way the game finished last year against Montana.
Somebody told me something about Sasquatch. What's going on? Tell me about that.
The Sasquatch was the penalty I got called for, actually. My little brother, who's number 91, he's a DN nose guard for us. He always says if he gets a sack, he's going to do the Sasquatch. When you just walk like this, and you pause and keep going. And I always told him I would do it if I got an interception. I got too excited and I lost my head and I did it, which was unfortunate, but it's all right.
I feel like there's a way you could have got away with it if you were going back towards the...
If I was walking the other way, probably. I was too excited. I wasn't thinking.
And at that point in this game, luckily for you, it was kind of through.
Thankfully, we scored from it.
He asked you about the momentum, but if you guys, when you were 1-2, I think, if, at that point, when you were 0-2 or 1-2 or 1-3, compare that to where you guys are now in terms of both just the mindset, but also kind of like how you guys are rolling, how you guys are feeling, big picture in terms of your team right now.
Well, obviously you start the season losing to teams that you could compete with, it's a deflator. It's huge. It's a really crappy way to start your season, and it was Chris Lawrence, one of our captains, who pulled all the seniors aside after our second loss or third loss, something like that. He pulled all the seniors aside and he pretty much said, this is our season. We can either turn this around, we can make a run at it, or we can throw in the towel. It's up to us. So all the seniors had that mindset. We're turning this thing around. That's what we ended up doing. Everyone decided to jump on our back, and we're rolling from there pretty much. So it's a huge 180 from where we feel now.
Awesome. Thanks.